Elizabeth from Product Sense. Today, we're going to be walking through Microsoft Teams, the new chat and video platform that is all the rage with the new video features. I'm really excited to bring on my team onto Microsoft Teams and see what we can do within 5 minutes of the platform. So I'm super glad to have you with us. So I'm on the Microsoft Teams landing page. And one of my first impressions is that they've tried to squish a lot of text and images onto that landing page. It feels like they could have given a little bit more white space between the sections. And I feel like there's a lot of text in between, but no matter. I'm looking at some beautiful images, some beautiful stock images, hopefully of their employees. One of the things that I noticed the best about the landing page was that there was a before meeting, during meeting, and after meeting. And this is really where I see the cohesion of Microsoft Teams features. So before meeting, you can do before the meeting, you can schedule the meeting, you can do the channels, you can do the chats. During the meeting, you can take notes, you can share files, you can see everybody's screen. And after a meeting, super easy to send all of those meeting notes to every person who was in that meeting. So I was like, oh my gosh, that was the first time that I understood all of the features that go into the Microsoft Teams ecosystem. And I previously have only used Slack and Google Docs. So this was the first time that me coming on to Microsoft Teams, I was like, wait, this could actually be a really great replacement for the kind of clunky workflow that I have with Slack and Google Docs. The message strength was okay. It didn't feel like they were talking to me and my specific pain point, but then again, Microsoft Teams is a very general product. So with all of those things in mind, I decided to move forward and get onto the web app and get onto the onboarding experience so I could start trying out the video. Next, I get onto the pricing, and the pricing gives me a little bit of confusion. There's no arrow, a black bordered arrow, and a fully black arrow. And I'm like, what's the difference between the black border versus the completely black arrow? That doesn't really resonate with me. And so I find this like tiny little text on the small side that says the black bordered arrow is the one where you can have partial use. And I'm like, that's a little difficult. That's really confusing, especially for me initially. I don't know what I'm getting, but hey, looks like it's free. There's the free tier. I will try it out. As I stay on that page, I see a pop-up for would I like to talk to a specialist about Microsoft Teams. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a great timed pop-up. I've probably been lingering on this page for at least a minute, and now they're going to give me a specialist to talk to. Very well timed pop-up. On the top bar, however, there was a breaking news Chrome extension that they wanted me to download. I thought that Chrome extension did not mix with the rest of the vibe of the site. Now, let's talk about the FTUX, the first time user experience. And let's look at the 1 minute magic moment. I thought the onboarding was fine. They asked me a couple of questions and I immediately got onto the platform. I chose to use the web app instead of downloading it because I didn't think they had earned the right to give me the download just yet. So I came onto the platform. There were 5 icons on the left, the settings and an additional download button were on the bottom. And it was kind of blank, which makes sense. To receive value out of the platform, I need to invite people. I need to have been invited to a workspace already. I need to join a chat. I need to collaborate with the people that I'm on this chat with to receive value. But if it's bare, it felt like a little like, what do I do next? So 1 minute magic moment was a little meh. What do you want me to do next? Well, I can see that the only way that I'm going to get value from the site is if I invite others. So I invite my team. I was able to set up a calendar invite. Ultimately, I ended up on the help page, and the help page had all of these tutorials, all these demo videos of ways that I could learn how to use Microsoft Teams. And I was like, this is great. I was super impressed with the add-ons. There were at least 50, maybe even 100 add-ons. I didn't know that it was so widely adopted. So FTUX part 2, the 5 minute magic moment. can you give all of us value? So all 4 of them come on to my new Microsoft Teams video meeting, and I could only see one of them at a time. And John and Swetha are like, hey, wait, you can't see our big 4 or 5 person team all at once? And I was like, no. And they were like, yeah, we downloaded the app. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to make me download the app to get more features? I guess it makes sense. We're in the middle of the meeting and I can't see everyone. That's a little bit frustrating. I just want to see all of our butts in seats with a different background, so it looks like we're all here but conference style. Like, that sounds great. Where is that? That's what my beautiful magic moment was. No, can't do any of it. And now the hardest metric of all, the grit score. How gritty do I as a prospective customer need to be to get to a beautiful magical success moment? I had this beautiful magical video success moment in my mind, and I wasn't able to achieve it in the 30-45 minutes that I actually was on the platform. So I'm going to give my grit score a 7. The switching cost is very, very high for Slack to Microsoft. And so I found that I would need to have a higher grit score to get everybody to adopt this platform at the same time. So overall, I think Microsoft Teams is actually quite an interesting product. It ties together a lot of various features and products that Microsoft has had for a while. And so I think this might be the most cohesive Microsoft product I've ever encountered. I personally would not use it. I think I'm far too invested in the Mac ecosystem, in the Google Docs ecosystem. So I personally would need to have a Windows computer and/or maybe like working versions of Microsoft Word to fully buy into that ecosystem. So I'm not sure if I'm the best target demographic, but I do know that I was impressed. Oh my gosh, you're at the end of the video. That's amazing. We would love, love, love to hear what product you think we should do a product teardown of next. So if you have any thoughts, you have a favorite product, or maybe even you're thinking of purchasing a different product, please reach out to us at judgmentday@productmindset.xyz. We would also love to hear your thoughts on these videos. We're on the LinkedIns, the Twitters, the Instas. We're constantly looking at our comments. So if you have any ideas of ways that the product framework could be better, for what our next product teardown could be, please reach out to us and we'll see you in a bit.